Hey there, gym owners. Steve from Gym Hub. I hope you're well. I'm coming to you today from Collaroy, where if you've been watching the news, we've literally had these crazy storms and some of the beachside houses like falling into the water. So it's been pretty intense, but you're not going to want to miss this. So today we're actually going to look at the fastest way to actually increase your conversions in your gym by up to 20%. So there's two groups of people we're going to focus on today that exist in all gyms. The first one are our sales experts. So your sales experts are people that have been in the industry for a while, perhaps they've had a little bit of training, they know what to say, and when they get involved in that sort of initial inquiry or the phone inquiries, they can actually help. They have a conversion rate of about 60% of most people that come through the door, and they do a pretty good job. Now, the other group of people are our sales virgins. So the sales virgins are, pretty excited, they're willing to learn, but when it comes to sales, they're actually pretty new to everything. They don't know what to say, they haven't been sort of skilled in how to help someone understand what they're after in the gym. Now, unfortunately for these guys, if they're talking to inquiries as they come through the door, often they sort of fumble around with all the wrong answers and they try and explain all the features and benefits, but they never actually connect with the member and they don't actually do your business any service. So what we're going to suggest today is, yes, it does make sense to try and give more training to your sales experts, and yes, your marketing dollar will go a lot further if you can bring your sales experts from a 60% conversion up to 70%. So we're not sort of saying that's not the case, but the fastest way in the next 7 days to make a dramatic change is focus on these guys. Because their conversion rate is so low, if we can actually bring them up to competent, if we can have them where 40 or 50% of the people they talk to, they can help, or they can introduce to a senior trainer or a sales expert, well, all of a sudden your gym hasn't got as many inquiries or leads that are sort of falling through the cracks. Now, if we are going to help the sales virgins, we have to make it simple, otherwise they won't want anything to do with it. So I'm going to show you 3 quick things we can show this group of people so they like being involved and they relish the opportunity. And I recommend spend at least 1, maybe 2 hours this week. Get all the new people in your business, whether they're group trainers or whether they're on reception or whatever, and actually give them these 3 skills. So the first thing they're going to do is ask a question. So someone comes through the door, the inexperienced person will simply ask the question, how can I help? So instead of them rambling on about all the different sort of things that the gym offers, they actually go to how can I help? And they position your brand as the expert. They position your gym as the professional, where the other person then starts their story and we get to learn what sort of brought them in the doors in the first place. The second question that we can ask is why us and why now? So why us? So the reality is if someone's come into your business, regardless of who they talk to, there was something on your website, something on Facebook, perhaps they've spoken to a friend, but there was an actual reason they came in the first place. So what we want to do is find out what that is and hear about it. We want to talk about what dragged them in the first place. The second one, why now? So we know in the fitness industry that this person's had plenty of opportunities to do something about their health. So what we're asking them to explain is what is it about this week that's all of a sudden made it worthwhile or important to have time out of your day to come in and see us. So this sort of talks about the urgency or the importance of their goal. Now, the third thing is for this like rookie or the new sort of salesperson is just to simply join the dots. Again, this is only like a 5-minute conversation, but they're essentially going to say if you're this person and you're actually looking for these results, I have some good news for you where our programs can help you with X, Y, and Z. So I'll put that down. So this person, but you want this result, we have some good news for you. Let me give you an example. So if you're feeling lethargic, if you don't like that you can't fit into your clothes, perhaps you're unmotivated to exercise, but you actually want to be someone that loves exercising again, and someone that drops a dress size, someone that's enjoying doing group classes, the good news is our program can help you with that. So we actually offer a dietary analysis to help you feel more energetic and help you with that weight loss. We have variety in our group training sessions, so you can do some boxing or some yoga, but you actually start to enjoy your exercise again. Tell me, is that something you're after? So what this person's doing with 3 simple questions is helping that person to do all the talking. We're trying to figure out what was their main reason for coming in, and then we're going to steer them in to having a further conversation with either a senior trainer or one of our sales experts. So to finish this conversation, your sales virgin's simply going to say, look, I'm actually just about to step into another appointment, but I can see that you're someone that we can definitely help. What I would love to do is either later today or perhaps tomorrow morning, organise a time for you to get in front of one of our senior trainers so they can map out step by step what we can do to help you coming from this point of feeling lethargic and where you're not really comfortable with your body shape, but then coming into feeling fit and energetic again, and then booking in a time. So quick summary, we always focus on the sales experts, but this week in 7 days, if we can actually focus on upskilling and get our new people in our business to a level of competency, there's so much money and so many lost opportunities that we can actually take advantage of. We want to teach them 3 basic questions. How can I help? Why us and why now? And then join the dots, so that that person gets a good experience when they first come in. They then get in front of someone who can genuinely answer their questions with a bit more detail and who can genuinely design a program to help that person. But we're making sure our first impression is a strong one, and we're not letting someone walk out the door ultimately without any help. So my name's Steve, I'm from Gym Hub. If this video in actually how to increase your sales conversions has been useful, please go below and write a comment in there for you. I love doing this process of education and increasing Gym's profitability, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the newsletter. Have a good week.